This is Valerie Van Boeven with the Senior Care Industry Netcast, where leaders with 3 or more years in the senior care industry share their advice. So let's get to it. In a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
I'm Sonja Gunter. I'm the Executive Director at an assisted living here in the great state of Georgia, city of Marietta.
Awesome. And tell us the name of your assisted living facility.
It is the Heritage of Marietta. And I want to add, I'm also a nurse of 17 years. So I'm a nurse and an executive director. Yes.
Very good. Nice to have you. Tell
Thank
us,
you.
what is the best thing about serving seniors and their families?
Seeing the smiles. I love the stories of who they once were when it comes to professions and careers and their early lives. And so just to treat them with respect and dignity and make sure that their last years are their best years is probably the best feeling in the world.
Absolutely. We all deserve that dignity and respect, don't we? And we
Absolutely.
all have great stories too about
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I hear from other senior service providers in the market that online marketing can be challenging, it's ever changing, and of course right now we're not able to see people or our marketing partners or our referral sources as often as we'd like, or maybe at all. So what has been your experience and thoughts with online marketing?
Online marketing was a challenge a few months ago, but I will say that since it's been now the new norm, and I think everybody's kind of gotten to their own groove, it has forced us to get creative and to think outside the box. So actually, for a person like me, who I don't like the routine and the day to day, I like things to be a little exciting and spontaneous. It's been a good challenge. I do well with challenges and under pressure, so I've been enjoying it.
Good, that's awesome. Yeah, it has been a really quick and hard lesson for a lot of folks.
Yes.
Because it's something we're all having to learn new skills, but actually some of those skills, like just having a Zoom call like this,
Yes.
or doing more videos online is kind of probably going to be really important moving forward. So
absolutely. Gotta learn.
Yeah. All right. I imagine that in your life, in your career, there have been other organizations or successful leaders, or maybe even your mom and dad who've made a difference in your world. Who would you like to give a shout out to?
There are a few people in my career. I actually wrote a book, and I dedicated that information set to them. So Jeannie Pete is one who's in the industry here in Atlanta. I met her about 6 years ago. She's made a big influence on me, just leadership style. And of course, my father, who influenced me years ago to go into healthcare. I never knew that I would end up going this far in the career. And so thanks, Dad, for the advice and for pushing me this direction.
Awesome. You want to tell us a little bit about your book or the name of it?
Sure. So my book is called Traits of a Professional Leader, How to Level Up in Healthcare. It's on Amazon. And so it is a book of about, and forgive me, it's like 12 chapters. I haven't looked at it myself in a little bit, but it does talk about the different traits that it takes to become a leader in healthcare: professionalism, integrity, emotional intelligence, education, passion. So those are just a few of the chapters, and it talks about that. So along with my own personal story interweaved in those chapters, there's also quotes from other famous people that resonate with the title of the particular chapter. So it's great. It's great. My first book.
Very nice. Congratulations. And I don't know how long it's been out, but sounds like, you took a lot of time and put a lot of heart and soul into that. And we always love to know. I'm sure there's a lot of folks out there who are just beginning this career. Maybe they're a director already, or maybe they're a CNA or a new nurse, and but learning what it takes to move up that ladder in healthcare.
Yeah,
thank you.
It is.
That's
yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. What piece of advice would you give to other senior care providers?
Patience. Patience is probably the biggest thing. And I say that because it's always a challenge in healthcare dealing with a loved one a resident, a patient, however you want to look at it. But then you always have that extra piece of dealing with the family as well. That adds extra challenges onto it. But now, even now with COVID becoming a part of that wheel, patients, people are panicked. They're scared. They're not understanding. They don't know. None of us really know. And so now you have that added concern, and it makes it tough. So just patience with people when they're questioning you, and it's not personal. They need an extra hand, extra help.
Yeah, they're worried. They're worried about their family, especially right now when you can't see people as much as you'd like to, or visit the way you would like to visit.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I know things are changing a little bit, and maybe
Yes.
opening back up, semi-opening back up.
Right.
Day to day, what are we going to do? What are we not going to do? And I understand that, not being able to see your loved one is super challenging. But I also know that, facilities like yours and communities around the country have done a really good job of improvising and using those, like FaceTiming and Zoom calls, and trying to be as proactive as possible about making sure everybody's still staying in touch. So we got to give a lot of credit to folks like you who are trying their very best to get loved ones continuously in touch with each other, and making sure everyone knows that everybody's okay and that things are rolling along as usual.
And we implemented a lot of things. I've amped up communication in our building. So my resident care coordinator calls the families once a week just to give an update on things in the building. I do a coffee and chat with my family Zoom call once a month. We do porch visits. With the weather changing, we've added outdoor heaters. We're in the process of adding outdoor heaters for that. So we're doing what we can to keep that
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that sounds great. I mean, that's a lot of great ideas for others too. Those porch visits and adding the heaters is a great option. I mean,
yes,
you have people all over the country that watch and see this, and some places are much colder than others already.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
Yeah, adding those outside heaters for families to stay comfortable when they visit. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right. So when you have a win in life or in business, and that could mean anything from a resident having a great day to a family being happy to a birthday celebration or whatever, how do you like to celebrate?
I like to dance. I love music. So even in the community, we always have music playing, but when it's exciting and we had a really good win, like I had one today. So when I get off the phone here with you, off the interview, I'm going to, crank up some dancing music in the hallways and celebrate with the staff and the residents. Just always a good time.
Yeah, dancing. We've had that one. I always am interested in what people are going to say, because we've had everything. Pretty much. And dancing is like you're the second person that said dancing, and I appreciate that, because that's always a good time. It gets everybody moving and gets everybody, in the groove for a happy day. So that's awesome.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for doing this interview, for sharing your wisdom with us. We'll make sure that we highlight the name of your book and the folks that you have given a shout out to, so that other people can take advantage of that and maybe read your book too. That's awesome.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the opportunity.